The table represents a proportional relationship. Write an equation to represent the relationship. Use A as your variable. Before I can write the equation, I have to actually know what the constant of proportionality is. So that would be, what can we do? What can we use? We're going to multiply A times something, and that should give me the values in column Y. So the first thing I thought of, to be honest, wasn't multiplying. It was actually a division relationship. So I noticed that if I divided each of the values in column A, and I divided by 3, then it gave me the values in column Y. So that's actually a good start, though, because I know that dividing by 3 is equivalent to multiplying by 1/3. So I realized that I actually had found the constant of proportionality right there, because I can change all of these into the equivalent relationship of multiplying by 1/3. So 2 times 1/3 is 2/3, 3 times 1/3 is 1, 10 times 1/3 is 10/3, and 12 times 1/3 is 4. So now I have the constant of proportionality, and I can now use that in the relationship, in the equation. So y equals, now let's think about the general form is a y equals kx. So instead of k, I'll be substituting the 1/3. Y equals 1/3. And instead of x, I'm going to be using a, because it says to use a as my variable. And so I have the equation y equals 1/3 a, or 1/3 times a. If you chose y equals 3a, then I think you were on the right track, but you forgot that you need to be able to use a value that you can multiply from the dependent to the independent variable. So if you were to multiply by 3, 2 times 3 does not give me 2/3. 3 times 3 does not give me 1, and so on. You were using that division relationship, which I also noticed when I first looked at the problem, but you forgot that your constant of proportionality needs to be one that you can multiply by to go from the dependent to the independent variable. So because the question was set up to be y equals, the only way for us to get answers that start with y equals are where, in order for us to do that, we need to be multiplying by 1/3, not 3. So I think you're on the right track, but you forgot that we can't use division here. You have to use multiplication. So taking that dividing by 3 and rewriting it as multiplying by 1/3.